synthetic oil, regular maintenance, timely oil changes. You do everything right. And still, oil spots show up. Warning lights flicker, and the engine starts acting off. Here's the part nobody tells you. Most of the time, nothing actually breaks in one dramatic moment. One small ignored part stops doing its job, and everything else starts failing around it like dominoes. This happens every single day, and most drivers don't realize what's really wrong until a few drops turn into a puddle, and the repair bills start piling up. Today, we're breaking down 9 warning signs your engine uses to get your attention, all pointing back to one overlooked $10 part, and what you should check first before minor annoyances turn into major repairs. Number 9. The leak starter. Oil leaks have a way of sneaking up on you. One day the driveway is clean enough to eat off. The next morning you're staring at a few dark drops, then a puddle slowly spreading under the engine. Pop the hood and suddenly there are streaks down the valve cover or damp edges around gaskets that were bone dry last week. What makes this dangerous is what you don't see happening first. As pressure builds inside the engine, oil doesn't sit calmly in its lanes. It gets forced out like shaking a soda can and cracking it open. Valve cover gaskets start sweating. Rear main seals begin to weep, not because they wore out overnight, but because they're being asked to hold back pressure they were never designed to handle. This isn't a bad gasket problem, it's a pressure problem. As crankcase pressure rises, oil goes looking for the weakest exit, the same way water finds the first crack in a dam. You can swap gaskets one after another, wipe everything clean, and feel hopeful until the next leak shows up right on schedule. Before you reach for tools or parts catalogs, pause. Check the crankcase ventilation system first. If pressure has nowhere to go, oil will make its own way out. And when leaks finally show themselves on the outside, that's usually just the warning flare. The next issue is already forming deeper inside the engine, out of sight. Number 8. The vanishing oil mystery. You pull the dipstick, low again, but the driveway's clean. You crouch down, no dark spots. You pop the hood, still nothing wet or dripping anywhere. So you do what most people do. You shrug, pour in another quart, and tell yourself the engine is just burning oil now. But oil doesn't disappear by magic. When crankcase pressure has nowhere to go, it gets pulled, mist and all, straight into the intake, where it burns every time you press the gas. That's how oil consumption jumps without leaving fingerprints behind. And it doesn't stop at the dipstick. That vapor coats the intake like a thin film of grease. Sensors get dirty. Carbon starts sticking where it shouldn't. Rings lose their seal. Valves build deposits. Power feels softer. Mileage slips. You feel something's off, but you never see the smoke. That's the trap. Before you reach for thicker oil or another top-off, look at airflow first. A ventilation system that can't breathe will happily turn oil into fuel. Check the PCV valve. Squeeze the hoses. If they're clogged or collapsed, fix that early and the oil stays where it belongs. And when airflow stays wrong long enough, the engine usually tips you off at idle, that uneven shake at a red light that makes the whole car feel tired. Number 7. The idle shaker. The engine feels fine cruising down the road, but the moment you stop at a light, it starts acting up. A shake through the steering wheel, a stumble, maybe a quick misfire that makes you glance at the dash. Instinct says ignition, coils, plugs, injectors. That's where most people throw parts first, but what's really throwing things off is air the engine never agreed to breathe. When crankcase ventilation fails, extra air slips into the intake like a cracked window you didn't know was open. The computer isn't counting it. Fuel trims start chasing the problem. Cylinders fire unevenly. Idle turns jumpy. 1 second it feels normal. The next it's vibrating like it can't decide what speed it wants to be. This isn't a slow fade. It's a switch flipping. Before you start unplugging coils or ordering injectors, look at the simple stuff first. Check the PCV valve. Run your hand along the hoses. If air is sneaking in from the wrong place, no amount of spark will smooth it out. And once that imbalance drifts far enough, the engine computer finally waves a red flag, that warning light popping on like it's saying, I've been compensating long enough. And if you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell icon. We reveal the truth about car products every week so you can avoid expensive mistakes. Number 6. The lean code trigger. A warning light flicks on out of nowhere. You plug in a scan tool and there it is. Lean codes, fuel trims stretched to their limit. On the surface, it smells like a fuel problem. A tired injector, a weak pump. That's usually where the parts cannon comes out. But the real trouble often starts earlier in the chain, before fuel ever becomes the issue. What's actually happening is sneaky. Extra air slips in like a door that never fully latched. The engine thinks it's running lean, so it keeps adding fuel, a little more, then a little more. It's constantly adjusting, like chasing a moving target until there's nowhere left to go. That's when the light turns on, your engine tapping you on the shoulder. Ignore it, and things heat up fast. Combustion temps climb, valves take the hit. Pistons run hotter than they should. The catalytic converter starts working overtime. What could have been a quick check turns into repairs that run into the thousands. Here's where to start before replacing anything expensive. If lean codes show up alongside oil issues, go straight to the PCV system. Fix the airflow problem first, and the engine often calms down without touching a single fuel part. And here's the part most people miss. When vapors can't escape, they don't just mess with airflow. They end up mixing into the oil, spreading damage every time the engine spins. Number 5. The sludge factory. Fresh oil goes in, but lift the cap and yikes, dark, thick, sticky, like someone dumped molasses back into the engine. Most drivers blame extended intervals or bargain basement oil. Here's the kicker. Even perfect oil changes can't fix trapped contamination. When fuel vapors and moisture can't escape the crankcase, they hang around, turning oil into sludge. It thickens, breaks down additives, and clogs pathways like tiny concrete blockades. Oil passages choke, lifters starve, variable valve timing systems stick, and once sludge sets, flushing isn't risk-free. You run the risk of chunks breaking loose, passages clogging, and damage snowballing. The fix: don't wait for cleanup. Prevent it. A ventilation system that actually works lets moisture and fuel vapors escape before they gunk up the oil. Turbo or forced induction engines make this drama even worse. One small miss, and suddenly you're looking at smoke, clogs, and thousands in repairs, all because the oil couldn't breathe. Number 4. The turbo seal. Killer. Turbo engines are especially sensitive to pressure imbalances. The moment crankcase pressure rises, turbo seals take the hit. Oil gets shoved past seals that were only meant to handle a delicate balance. Blue smoke curls like a ghost out of the exhaust. Oil consumption climbs. And suddenly, that turbo you thought would last forever starts showing cracks in its armor, failing far earlier than expected. This doesn't happen all at once. It sneaks up, like a whisper before a storm. A faint haze on startup, a few drops of oil in the intake. Then performance stutters just enough to make you notice and panic a little. Swapping the turbo without fixing the pressure problem? That's a losing battle. The new unit will face the same invisible pressure monster and crumble just like the last. The fix isn't optional, it's survival. Restore proper ventilation first. Those systems exist to shield seals from pressure spikes. When they fail, the turbo becomes nothing more than collateral damage. And here's a tip you can feel. If you catch that faint tang of oil before blue smoke even appears, pay attention. It's your engine waving a red flag right under your nose. Number 3. The cabin smell alarm. You notice it the moment you step out of the car. A sharp, unmistakable oil smell hits your nose. Sometimes it drifts into the cabin. Other times it clings under the hood like a warning fog, thick and unmissable. This isn't just spilled oil. It's blow-by gases sneaking past seals, slipping through tiny cracks, and creeping into your engine bay and ventilation system. Inside those gases, oil vapor, fuel residue, moisture. They coat everything they touch. Rubber stiffens like overcooked spaghetti. Hoses crack. And that smell? No air freshener, even the strongest, can mask it. It's more than annoying. It's a flashing red warning that pressure is escaping where it absolutely shouldn't. But there is an easy way out. Containment first. Restore proper ventilation so vapors follow their intended path, instead of sneaking through seals and hoses like tiny invaders. Ignore it too long, and the engine's final warning hits. Sudden, costly, and completely unavoidable, like a tow truck showing up on your driveway with bad news. Number 2. The early engine betrayal. You follow the schedule. Oil changes on time, quality fluids, filters swapped, no skipped services. And yet, your engine still wears out earlier than it should. It's the betrayal that stings the most. Everything looks perfect on paper, but behind the scenes, some systems quietly fail. Like a slow leak under a tire you didn't even notice, undermining every careful oil change you've done. Pressure builds where it shouldn't. Seals, bearings, rings, all feel it. Oil loses its strength faster. Combustion leaves behind more gunk than it should, like wet cement slowly hardening inside delicate channels. No fresh oil can wash away the damage stacking inside. Game over doesn't always come from neglect. Sometimes it's a tiny system hiding in plain sight, the one oil changes can't touch. And that brings us to the $10 part responsible for triggering all of this engine chaos. Number 1. The $10 overlooked saboteur. Meet the PCV valve. Small, unassuming, often forgotten during routine maintenance. You could drive past it for years without a second thought, but here's the shocker. It's the traffic controller for pressure, vapors, and moisture inside your engine. When it sticks, clogs, or fails, pressure spikes. Oil sneaks past seals. Vapors gunk up the oil. Unmetered air slips into the intake, and slowly the engine starts breaking itself down from the inside, like a puzzle coming apart one piece at a time. Most people never suspect it. Leaks look like gasket failures. Misfires seem electrical. Lean codes scream fuel problems. You'd swear the issue is elsewhere, until it finally isn't. The solution? Surprisingly simple. Inspect the PCV valve regularly. Swap it out before it fails. Check hoses for clogs or collapse, a small move that stops a chain reaction of damage and keeps your engine running like it's supposed to. And there you have it. 9 warning signs that all trace back to one cheap, overlooked $10 part tearing your engine apart from the inside. Some symptoms seem random, others are screaming that something's been ignored for far too long. Now that you know the real culprit, it's on you to act. Which of these have you spotted on your own car? Share it in the comments. Your experience could save someone else thousands in repairs. And if these tips just helped you avoid a costly surprise, click here for the next video, where we reveal another everyday maintenance mistake that's quietly wrecking engines faster than bad oil ever could. Thanks for watching.